I'm gonna try to get this in one take. This video is about the 10-year art project that I have in mind that I will be undertaking. I've already undertook it. And basically, my idea is to do a form of self-promotion where I will be playing a quote-unquote role for the world that will be spread out across social media, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Eventually it will be in the form of literature, television, movies, basically any type of entertainment that I can get my hands on. The project will be inserted into image, visuals, literature, and basically the art project is a story, and the story is a superhuman living amongst us, an individual who has attained the powers of God and is able to utilize them in order to help himself and others. Yeah, that's essentially it. And I am sort of playing this role with the intention to tell this story in real life while still basically making it a fictional story. It's really open to interpretation whether it's fictional or not. It's really up into the audience's or the viewer's perspective of the project, but that is the intention. Now, how this looks is promoting essentially 3 different phases. The first phase is creating the visual of what this superhuman looks like. So, phase 1 is perfecting the physique, and I'm more focused on the actual aesthetic visual of how perfect a human's body can look, and using that as a representation of the quote-unquote superhuman that I am promoting, which again is the art project and also the brand which ties into that project. So yeah, that's phase 1. That's probably going to be a 3 to 5 year phase of just body perfection, body promotion, inspirational things along the lines of like, hey, this is what I do to work out, this is what I eat, yada, 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 all with the intention of inspiring and promoting health, well-being, fitness, and things of that nature, which are all very good things. I just think a lot of people are peddling it on social media, which is fine. Now I'm going to become one of them just for the sake of wanting to be an artist, and I find that this specific story and this specific topic is the thing that lights me up. So I'm joining the ranks. From phase 1, after 3 to 5 years of body perfection and hitting the peak physical level that I have in mind and showing what that took to get there, I will be switching over to the mind. And again, we're still sticking with the same through line of I am the next stage in human evolution, the apex of all alphas, etc., etc. Again, fiction, nonfiction, doesn't matter, it's open to interpretation. Really, this is all being done for posterity anyway, because I personally feel like it will be more appreciated after I'm gone, in the same way that one of my biggest influences is Bruce Lee, and the legacy that he was able to leave behind after his passing is something that I kind of want to follow in his footsteps for. With that being said, phase 2, 5 years down the line, I will be focusing a lot more on peak mental health and peak mental usage and utilization. I will be inserting or providing little tidbits and insights into how to fully access a person's mind or their potential so far as achieving the limitless abilities of what a person can possibly do with their brain, but that will become a more primary focus once we hit phase 2, and at that point I will already have perfected my idea as to what a peak physical form should look like. So we've hit the peak physical form, we've hit the peak mental ability, and hitting the heights of what a person's brain can do when completely unlocked and unlimited potential. And then the third and final phase, which is, let's say first phase was 3 to 5 years, second phase was probably 4 years. The final phase is the spirit, and what that spirit means in connection with the rest of the universe. Basically attaining full synchronicity with the universe and being able to interact with the universe in a fluid and non-stopping, unrelenting way. That phase is really intended to go on for the rest of my life. So once we've hit the peak of physical and mental, we go into a stage of just being integrated into the world, reality, and the universe, and it just never ends. And that will be when I know that the project is complete, and from there I will just get to essentially live my life in whatever way that I want, make movies, act in them, write, and all in all just have a good time resting on my laurels. Again, for posterity, I am making this video with the intention to come clean with what I'm doing. I'm not going to lie to my audience and try to put on some act. This is the act. I have chosen a role that I will be playing for the next 10 years, and that is of a superhuman, a leader, the apex of all alphas. That's a phrase that I coined that's kind of fun and a bit challenging, but it still suits my purposes. And I am welcoming everyone to come along with me in this journey, because I think it's going to be a very fun one. The reason why I'm so excited about it is because in order to actually fully achieve my full potential as the apex of all alphas, or as the next step in human evolution, or the first superhuman to hit that level or that stage, I will have to become perfect. I will have to perfect my body, my mind, and my spirit in order to achieve the heights that I have in mind for myself. And that's where the story comes in, and that's the art of the whole thing, in my opinion. To me, the story is the art, is the brand, and it all kind of ties in together. And by the end of it, if I have some inspirational things to provide to the audience, then it will have been a job well done. But personally, I just want to quit my day job. I want to get paid for my artistic creativity, and I want to get paid well. I want to learn as much as I can and become as successful as I can. And I want to be a method actor with this role. I want to fully dive into it and fully live the life that I have in mind for myself. And that's the idea. So I appreciate you tuning in if you're still on, and it's only going to get better from here.